Despite many in the community objecting to Vista del Mar, on Friday the Guam Hybrid Land Use Commission approved tentative development plans for the $700 million project near the Two Lovers Point planning zone. Vista del Mar Representative Dan Swavely presented the most recent submitted application, in which he says, quote, has evolved due to public input, end quote. Some of the changes include avoiding any development within the territorial seashore reserve, establishes a 100-foot diameter buffer zone around important host plants and endangered tree snails, and donates land for overflow parking at Two Lovers Leap Park.
It establishes the 3 3/4 acre cliff as a natural set-aside, including relocation of structures away from the cliff's upper crest line in order to establish a flyway corridor between Punta dos Amantes and NCS for migratory birds. It adds an anti-ungulate fence at both ends of the property's coastal area and at any slopes where ungulates might access the cliff face and cause damage to endangered flora. And lastly, we will comply with all cultural preservation and mitigation measures imposed by the Historic Preservation Office as a result of our archaeological surveys.
He included support that the project received, including former GVB chairman and businessman Mark Baldiga, Guam Visitors Bureau president and CEO Carl Gutierrez, Leonard Calvo from Two Lovers Point, and the Tumuning Municipal Planning Council. Providing testimony opposing the development included Save Southern Guam's Lacia Casil and Protegilik Tedzen's Monica Flores. Casil said about 2,587 signatures have been collected by residents against Vista del Mar.
Mr. Swavely has stated that most of the signers of this petition are not residents of Tatuha. However, this project is adjacent to the shoreline and beach, which belongs to all the people of Guam.
I want to just say to the Guam Land Use Commission that you have a huge responsibility on your hands, and if you do move forward, this is like going to be blood on your hands. Really, you will be responsible for the destruction of a very significant sacred area for our community.
Throughout the 4 hearings held for this project, Swavely mentioned how the term responsible development was being used and found the term to be, quote, elusive. He wanted to provide what he called a credible definition.
Development entirely on private property, within the current zone, with only allowable uses, with 0 variances, after 4 legally noticed public hearings, with changes made to the proposed development in response to each public hearing, and with the unanimous resolution of support from the Planning Council of the municipality in which the development is proposed. That, I submit, is responsible development, and that is Vista del Mar.
Reporting for KM News, I'm Jonah Charfris.
Testimonies at 4 public hearings plus